So some of you have been wondering how I get and keep my hair red, so I'm going to show you some of my secrets today. My hair has been red for about going on 3 weeks now, and it's like the exact color it was when I dyed it. It's super pretty, super bright. I get compliments on it all the time. When I go out, people always ask me, how do you get your hair red? What do you have to do? Do you have to bleach it? I remember this one girl came up to me and she was like, oh, I tried to dye my hair red, but look, the color it came on, it was like a black red color, but she wasn't using the right product. So I told her how to do it, and I hope everything works out for her. Okay, first of all, you do not have to bleach your hair to get red hair. I've already dyed my hair red twice. I remember the first time I ever dyed my hair, I used this kit called Splat. I think that was my first mistake, getting the kit, because it comes with bleach, so you automatically think to bleach your hair, which is not very good for your hair. And in my opinion, I think that the Splat is more of a really bright red color. But I took a trip to Sally's and I looked in their hair dye section and I found this color Magenta. It was for dark hair. And by that time I already dyed my hair dark because I didn't really like the bright red that came out with the Splat. So I bought this hair dye at Sally's, and when I dyed my hair, I was so in love with the color. Instead of like the normal red color, it has like a copper background. This one has a magenta background, like a pink color. So when it fades out, it doesn't turn into like this orange color. And what's good about it is that you can have dark hair, so when it fades out, it doesn't brighten, it just darkens, like it makes like your normal hair color, like the dark hair color. And I like that because it doesn't look very good when your hair fades out, especially when it's been bleached. It turns into like this bright orange color. Okay, so I'm going to tell you some of the secrets I use when I dye my hair. What I suggest before you even think about dyeing your hair is to do an olive oil soak. This will help the color stick a lot better before you dye your hair. What you do is get about a half a cup of olive oil, put it in a plastic Ziploc bag, get a cup of hot water, put the bag inside the cup of hot water, leave it in for about 5 minutes till it's warm, run it through all your hair and leave it in your hair for about 30 minutes. Also, you can wrap your hair in a hot towel to keep it hot. The kind of developer that I use is a 20 clear developer. You could also use a higher number developer, like a 40 or 50, depending how dark your hair is. If your hair is really dark, I suggest using a higher one because the higher the number is, the more brighter it's going to make the color. Okay, so when you dye your hair, you're going to want to mix all the ingredients into a mixing bowl. So the entire tube of the L'Oreal Highlights and the 20 cream developer or clear developer. And when you mix the L'Oreal Highlights and the developer, make sure you mix them really well and for about 5 minutes. That way you can blend all of the developer and all of the highlights together. When I re-dye my hair, I'll make a tutorial so I can show you guys exactly how I do it. For now, I'm just going to walk you through it. So when you're done putting the dye throughout all your hair, wrap it up in like plastic wrap or a shower cap and turn on your blow dryer on medium for about 10 minutes and blow dry the entire shower cap or the plastic wrap. What this does is that it cooks the juices into your hair, that way the red pigment will stick better. After you've done that for 10 minutes, leave the dye in your hair for another 30 minutes, no more than an hour. And when you wash your hair, you're just going to use conditioner. The conditioner I recommend is like those little packets they sell you at Sally's. Just buy one of those and wash it with that for that night. And you're going to not want to wash your hair for 48 hours. You can take a shower and everything, but don't wash your hair. The longer you wait, I suggest not waiting more than 48 hours, but if you wait up to 48 hours, it'll stick to your hair a lot better. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I keep my hair red. These are some tips that I discovered while keeping my hair red. A lot of these work. It works for me really well. Usually, if I didn't do any of these tips that I'm going to show you, it would probably only last me about 2 weeks, the red hair dye, and that's it. But ever since I started doing these treatments to my hair, my colors last at least a month and a half long. One tip that I suggest is not wash your hair every day. Try to skip washes like every other day. That's what I do. I skip washing my hair every other day. Another tip that I highly suggest is to wash your hair in cold water. The colder the water, the better. Hot water kind of steams off the color and makes it run a lot faster. Cold water will keep it sticking to your hair longer, and you'll notice in the shower, if you wash it with hot water, a lot of dye is going to come out into your shower. But if you use cold water, not as much comes out. It's really light. Another must is to change your shampoo. Don't use any other shampoo but the ones that are good for your red hair. This will help the color stay in a lot longer. I know the recommended shampoo is Redken, but everybody knows that can be kind of pricey. So I found a solution to that. The shampoo I use is called Los Caballos. It contains olive oil and coconut oil, which is really good to maintain your red hair and keep it very moist. I bought this shampoo at Walmart. They're about $2.80 something a piece, so you'll be buying a shampoo and conditioner for around the price of $6. They're really big bottles, so they'll last you quite a long time. Also, a really important tip is to keep your red hair out of the sun. I know it's summer and it's really hot. The sun fades everything out, and it'll definitely fade out your red hair, and you don't want that. Also, another way of keeping your hair really soft and shiny is to just use oil treatments once in a while, probably every week. Something I also suggest is that after you take a shower to apply a glaze to your hair. The recommended glaze is John Frieda for red hairs, but I use a different type of glaze. I use a polish that you can buy at Walmart. I'll put a picture up. It usually costs around $4. Also, I suggest not to use too much heat on your hair. Like with your curling products or your straighteners, try to use the lowest heat possible. And when you blow dry your hair, try not to use hot air. Some blow dryers have a cold air feature. I suggest you use that better. Or you can just use a fan. That's what I do. I just flip my hair over and I use my fan. The number one main thing of keeping your hair red is keeping it moisturized. That's the number one thing you have to remember. Thanks for watching my tutorial, girls. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope it answered any questions you had about my red hair. If not, you can reach me on Facebook, or you can send me a message here and I'll respond to you. Bye, girls.